सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. श्लोका नंबर 12. महामेरुसमाङ्गस्य समुद्धरणकर्मणि लाघवे तूलतुल्यत्वम् लघिमानं विदुर्बुधाः. Sureshwaracharya explaining the 10th shloka of Dakshinamurthy. In that shloka, Ashta Aishwaryas were pointed out by Shankaracharya, Ashta Siddhis. Those Ashta Siddhis, we should not take it literally. A Jnani gets all Ashta Siddhis. They are all incidental. It is a figurative expression in Dakshinamurthy Stotram. We should not take it really. Every Jnani will get Ashta Siddhis. Ashta Siddhis means all types of prosperities we can take. As an incidental topic, Sureshwaracharya is pointing out there are 8 types of siddhis. Generally, people talk about those siddhis, 8 siddhis. A Jnani can have siddhis or he need not have siddhis. What the worldly people are talking, those siddhis. Since that Ashta Aishwaryam word is used in that shloka, Sureshwaracharya is explaining those 8 siddhis. After explaining 8 siddhis, from 18th shloka, he is going to negate all of them. So there is no tatparyam in Ashta Siddhis. Just we should know what are they, how they get that power. That much alone is enough. Then he himself is going to negate. We are seeing that Ashta Siddhis. First one is Anima, where that yogi enters in a very sukshma shariram, very very subtle being. He enters Anima, like an atom, very subtle being. Then Mahiman, even that yogi, a power who is having, either Jnani or yogi, he can enter into the vast Brahmanda also. Even a subtlest being like bacteria, amoeba, virus, even in that body he can enter. Or he can enter into Mahima and Meru Parvatam like. He can enter into that Brahmanda, entire universe. Third one is Garima. He can enter into a Paramanu level. He can increase his weight. Garima means weight. He can enter into an ant, but he can become like a mountain weight. He can bring up in ant body. Even the ant is small, he can bring that weight in that ant body. That is called Garima, increasing the weight without concerning about the body. Since he is an elephant body, therefore weight anilla. Elephant is normally weight it's having. Then what it is siddhi? Even in small body, which is not having weight, he can increase his weight. That is called a garima. Similarly, laghima. Even mountain size body, he can enter. It has got lot of weight. He can become very light like a cotton. Tula tulyatvam laghave. Laghavamna lightness. Very light matter. Like cotton. So all these are possible for a yogi. Wise people talk about these siddhis. There are people who shows their siddhis. They are possible. Vibhutis they are called. Vibhutayaha, glories, siddhis. They are all not just cock and bull stories. They are really, people are having, even there are magicians, no? Ordinary magicians are having. What to talk of yoga sadhaka? What to talk of jnani? Therefore, all siddhis are possible. Now, 13th shloka we will read. Patalavasinah pumsaham brahmalokavalokanam praptirnama mahaishwaryam sudushprapamayoginaam. Fifth siddhi is known as praptihi. What do you mean by praptihi? Prapti means gaining. Ap dhatu means to gain, to attain. What he attains na praptihi? Patalavasinaha pumsaha brahmaloka avalokanam. To show that two extremities. He is showing the two extremities of lokas. Patala loka is the lowest downwards loka. Brahma loka is the topmost, the ultimate loka. There are 14 lokas. Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, Rasatala, Mahatala, Patala. Downwards. Sapta Samudras, if you go downwards, there is a Patala lokam. Bhuvaha, Suvaha, Mahaha, Janaha, Tapaha. Then you go to Satya Loka, that is Brahma Loka. 7 lokas, upper lokas. So, two extremities of lokas, he can experience that. Even though he is in a Patala Vasinaha Pumsaha, he knows what is happening in Brahma Loka. He can go to Brahma Loka. Avalokana means he can see what is happening there. Just as Sanjaya saw that what is happening in Mahabharata war. Like that. That alone is called Praptihi Nama. Maha Aishwaryam. That is the great Siddhi. Aishwaryam means Ishwaratva Bhavaha Aishwaryam. Overlordship. Powerful. Praptihi Nama. Nama means it is known as Praptihi. It is very difficult to get Sudushprapam Ayoginam. Those who are not yogis. Those who are not disciplined. Those who have not controlled their mind and sense organs. Ayoginam. Sudushprapan. Very, very difficult to get this power. Next shloka. Akashagamanadinam Anyasam siddhi sampadam Svecha matrena samsiddhi प्राकाम्यमभिधीयते. Next also we'll read. Swasharira prakashena sarvarthanam prakashanam prakashyamidamaishwaryam prakashyamidamaishwaryam iti kechit prachakshate. 14th and 15th shloka, the same siddhi called by different names by different people. Some people call it as prakamyam, some people call it as prakashyam. 14th shloka he presents the prakamya siddhi. 15th shloka, same siddhi some people called as prakashyam. Akasha gamanadinam anyasam siddhi sampadam. Obtaining the wealth. Siddhi means wealth of powers. Like flying in the air. Akasha gamanadinam, flying in the air, etc. Adipadat, etc. means floating in the waters, consuming the fire, all these etc. Adipadat. Akasha means space. They need not go by flight. Without flight they can fly. Svecha matrena samsiddhi. They have tremendous freedom. Just as the bird has got freedom. No restriction, no traffic jam, no signal, green signal, red signal, yellow signal. That is called svecha. It can move as it wants. Which direction it wants, it can go. That is svecha matrena samsiddhi. Just by its own freedom. Like that, this yogi, a person has got that capacity to move anywhere. It is known as prakamyam abhidhiyate. It is known as, called as prakamya siddhi. Or swasharira prakashena, 15th shloka. Sarvarthanam prakashanam. Sarvarthana means all objects. He illumines the all objects by his own prakasha of his own body. He is like a petrolbox light madri. Like in the mine and all, they go downwards to the mines, no, with their light, no, their own light, headlight. There is no other light. Wherever he goes, everything is illumined. Like that, this person's body is fully illumining. That's what he says. Swasharira prakashena. His body itself is like a light. Wherever he goes, that object is illumined in darkness also. And then even he goes in darkness, he knows what are the things where they are. அப்படி இருந்தால் நமக்கு ரொம்ப நல்லா இருக்கும் இல்லையா? எலக்ட்ரிசிட்டி போன உடனே கேண்டில் தேவையில்லை, எமர்ஜென்சி லைட் தேவையில்லை. In those days, these yogis, jnanis who are living in forests, these powers are required for them, isn't it? For their survival they are required. That's why they used to use those powers. அவங்களுக்கு தேவை, அங்கே லைட்டு கிடையாது, ஒன்றும் கிடையாது. So they need that power now. So prakashya swaprakashena swasharira prakashena sarvarthanam prakashanam prakashyamidam aishwaryamiti. This is called prakashya siddhi. Instead of prakamya, we can call it as prakashya. Whatever you want, you can take, which one you like. Kechit prachakshate. Some people call this as it prakashyam. Next shloka. Seventh siddhi is called Ishwaratvam, Ishitvam. Ishitvam. 16th shloka. Svecha matrena lokanam Srishti sthityanta kartruta Suryadinam niyoktutvam Adinam niyoktutvam Ishitvam abhidhiyate. Srishti sthiti laya capacity. He can create, he can retain it, sustenance, he can dissolve that also. He can create anything, he can make it to sustain, he can make it as to disappear also. Svecha matrena, by just his own free will. Svecha matrena, by just his own will. Lokanam srishti sthiti antah kartruta, the capacity to create the lokas, the capacity to sustain the lokas, sthiti, the capacity to make the lokas antam, anta kartruta. He can destroy that lokas. Therefore, all Rakshasas were very, very eager to get all these siddhis. They want that only. So, therefore, Mahatmas, the siddhis are very incidental for them. They are not behind in siddhis. Siddhis automatically come to them. But Rakshasas were go for siddhis. This is the difference between Mahatmas and Rakshasas. Both of them did tapas. They also did tapas, this person also did tapas. What is the difference? Mahatmas, the siddhis comes towards them. Rakshasas go towards siddhis, craving for siddhis. That's the koncham difference. Srishti sthiti laya. Like what? Suryadinam niyokrutvam. After creating, you must have control upon them also. Not like our parents, These nowadays parents, they create their children. Unfortunately, they are not having control over their children. So, this yogi Mahatma is having a power to create and power to control also. After creating, you must control. Suryadinam, Surya, Chandra, Varuna, Vayu. When he wants, rain comes. When he says, no, rain is sufficient, stop. Like that. Suryadinam, Niyoktritva means controlling power. To rise or not to rise. Like that one woman stopped, Sumatiya, Sukanya. Many ladies are there who stopped their Suryodayam. They stopped Suryodayam. Suryodayam should not take place. Sukanya is there, Sumati is there. There are many ladies, Pativratas. All Pativratas having these siddhis. Atri Maharshi Bharya, Anasuya has got. She made Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara like boys, small babies. So Pativratas also come under this category. Because of Pativratyam, they have got siddhis. They disappear when they want, they appear when they want. Okay, Suryadinam Niyoktrutvam Ishitvam Abhidiyate. This is called Ishitvam. Then 8th one, 17th shloka. Salokapalas sarvepi lokasvashavartinah tadaishwaryam vashitvakyam Sulabham Shiva Yoginam. In yogis are also there are different types of yogis. Shiva yogi and one type of yogis. Those who, a yogi whom they worship. Some bhaktas are Daivata bhaktas, Devi. Some of them are Shiva bhaktas, some of them are Vishnu bhaktas, some of them are Ganapati. Like that, in every Devatas, devotees, they have their own name, Shiva Yogi and pair. The Shiva Yogis generally have the Sulabham, it's very easily the Shiva Yogis get this power, Vashitvam power. So, a person need not have all the 8 siddhis. ஒன்று இருக்கலாம், ரெண்டு இருக்கலாம், மூணு இருக்கலாம், இல்லாமல் இருக்கலாம், 8 கூட இருக்கலாம். But this 8th siddhi is very easy for Shiva Yogis. Saloka Pala Sarvepi Lokaha Svavashavartinaha. So they rule the worlds, all the lokas. When they are ruling the lokas, and the loka palaka also there at that place, and they have the control upon that loka as well as the ruler of that loka. I have control over the loka, but I don't have control over the ruler of that loka. Nam cabinet minister madri. So no control is there upon him. Nobody is having control, but they are ruling the country. Prime Minister is ruling the country, but he doesn't have the control upon the cabinet minister. That is not proper the ruling. No. Proper ruling means what? You must have control over the entire country as well as the ministers. Now I am the Prime Minister, but no minister is under my control. Everybody. I am the Chief Minister. No minister is under my control. What minister you are? Appadille. In the siddhis vanda. Saloka Pala Sarvepi. Lokam plus Palaka also. Along with the rulers of that loka, Lokaha Svavashavartinaha. This person is having control over the loka as well as the ruler of that loka. Tat Aishwaryam Vashitvam Akhyam. That Aishwaryam Siddhi is known as Aishwaryam, is known as Vashitvam. Sulabham Shiva Yoginam. 18th shloka. Now up to here, the Siddhis are over. With this shloka, 17th shloka, all Siddhis are over. Now from here onwards, he is negating all the Siddhis. 18th shloka. Yasvevam brahmano veti tasya deva vashe stitaha kim punakshmapati vyagra vyalastri purushadayaha. Sureshwaracharya saying, Yaha tu evam brahmanaha. Tu, it is to show that, however, even though Ashtasiddhis I have pointed out, really speaking, to differentiate from that Ashtasiddhis, as a real Siddhi is what? That is tu, means தூன்னு சொன்ன மாதிரி அதெல்லாம் தேவையே இல்லை. Whereas here யஹா பிராமணஹ வேத்தீன, பிராமணஹ பிரம்மஜானி, the knower of that Tattvamasi Mahavakyam, where it is said in Dakshinamurthy Stotram. Whoever listen to Dakshinamurthy Stotram, Sarvatmatva Mahavibhuti Sahitam, and there he said, so whoever listen to this, whoever does Sravanam, and Mananam, Nididhyasanam, and understands this Mahavakya and recognize that he himself is a Aham Brahmasmi, Veti Brahmanaha. Brahmanaha means Brahmagnani. Brahmana is supposed to be a Brahmagnani. Any person who is a Gnani is called Brahmana. No, please remember these two words. Brahmanas are those Brahmanas, they are called as Brahmanas because they are supposed to have Brahmagnana. They are supposed to have Brahmagnanam. Therefore, Brahmanaha, Upanishads address the person. Gnani ni Brahmanaha. If any person gets Gnanam, he is known as Brahmanaha. Aye na Brahmanan illiye and sollakudadu. I am not Brahmanan, I am not born in Brahmana Jati. A real Vedantic student, whoever understands Aham Brahmasmi, Name Jati Vedaha. Who is Brahmana, who is Kshatriya, who is Vaishya? So Brahmagnani never identify himself or herself with caste. Identify pandram and anartham, inna gnanam varla and artham. Sir, Brahmanaha and anartham here, Brahmagnani. Atma ke jati undo. Amma Atma ki Brahmana Kshatriya Vaishya unda. Caste kadiyadu. So Brahmanahanna Brahmagnani. Veti tasya devaha vashe sthitaha. All devatas are under his control. For Brahmagnani, devataha, devaha vashe sthitaha. They remain under his control. Kim punaha, what to talk of? Shmapati, Vyagra, Vyala, Stri Purushadaya. Shmapati enna, Shma enna Bhumi, Pati enna ruler. Ruler of the Bhumi means king and ardha. Shmapati enna. Any king is under his control. The rulers of that kingdom is under his control. Shmapati. Vyagra, tiger. Vyala, serpent. Stri, any woman, wife also under his control and ardha. Purushadayaha, any person, either Purusha or Stri are under his control. Kim punaha, what devatas themselves are under his control, under the control of a Gnani. What to talk of these local Bhupati and women or men or tigers or serpents are under his control. That means they cannot do harm to this person. Even they try to do any harm, they will get in turn. In return, they get into that. That harm what they want to do to such a Gnani, it goes back. It bounces back to the same person. Whoever used that. Next one. 19th shloka. Sarvatma bhava samrajyam nirantarita chetasam paripakva samadhinam kim namana siddhyati. In Taittiriya Upanishad, one word comes. Apnoti swarajyam. Sovereignty in ardham. He gets that sovereignty, means empire in ardham. Chakravarti is one, emperor is one, who is the ruler of all the other kingdoms. King and emperor. Difference theriyumo king ki emperor ki. Emperor is one under whom there are so many kingdoms. That is called Swarajyam. Samrajyam, Swarajyam, sovereignty in artham. This jnani gets sovereignty. Samrajyam. Apnoti Swarajyam. Sarvatma Bhava Samrajyam. What is the condition? When can he get sovereignty? Sarvatma Bhavam. What sloka we are studying? Sarvatmatva Maha Vibhuti Sahitam. Sarvatmatvada. That means I am the self of this universe. I am the self of this universe. I am in every being, everywhere. I am the Atma, inner content of everything. This is called Sarvatma Bhava. And the Sarvatma Bhava irunda, you are having the Swarajyam, your own kingdom and artham. No one can control you. That is called Swarajyam. Swarajyam. Sarvatma Bhava Samrajyam. Samrajyam or Swarajyam. Nirantarita Chetasam. Unobstructed. Chetasam means unobstructed, whose intellect never lose sight of their own nature. Whose intellect, Chetasam means Anantarita Chetasam means whose intellect never lose sight of their own nature. Antarita means obstructed. Na antarita, anantarita means unobstructed. Never lose sight of. Chetasa means whose intellect. Nan Brahmana illiya appappo doubt varudena. Appadi varakudadu. I am Brahman, aham Atma asmi. How can I be other than Atma? That is called Nirantarita Chetas. That is called Samrajyam. What is that? Sarvatma Bhavam. Identifying with the entire universe with what? Atma. Aham Atma in the entire universe. That's called Sarva Atma Ahamasmi iti bhavana. Paripakva Samadhinam. He absorbs in the Paripakvana, totally mature, totally Paripakvana, he has established Nishtha Nardham. Nishtha, Sthirata, firm, convinced. Paripakva Samadhinam, absorbed totally in that. That means he is beyond mind, intellect, even vritti. Vritti Sakshi, Manas Sakshi, Buddhi Sakshi, Sarva Sakshi, Ahamasmi anna bhavana. Conviction, firm knowledge. It is not a jnanam, it is not a knowledge to say to others. It is a confirmed knowledge to myself. Whether I am a jnani or not, I have jnanam or not, I need not tell anyone. Even I need not tell to my guru also. Edhukku sollano? Sonna anna nartham jnana illa nartham. Illaya? I am abiding in my own nature. And ஏக்கம் போயிடும். எனக்கு ஞானம் வந்தாச்சு, எல்லாரும் புரிஞ்சிட்டானா இல்லையா? எனக்கு ஞானம் வந்தாச்சு, எல்லாரும் புரிஞ்சிட்டானா இல்லையான்னு அர்த்தம். அது ஒரு அனாத்ம விருத்தி. I am entertaining that anatma vritti still. That's why real jnani sthira prajnaha never what? Summa never mauna vyakhya, silent anardha. It's because there is no eagerness to express also. Therefore, expression means what? Again ahankara is coming anartham. Again I am invoking anatma. Again I am invoking anatma, I am identifying with anatma. அதனால சும்மா இருந்து சுகம் பெறுன்னா அந்த அல்டிமேட்ல அங்கே ஒரு அகங்காரம், அது ஒரு அகங்காரம். நான் ஞானி எல்லாம் பாத பூஜை பண்ணலையே யாருமே, ஐ எம் ஞானி கார்லேண்ட் போடணும் எல்லாருமே, ஐ எம் ஞானி எனி வேர்ல்டு பேப்பர்ஸ் ஷுட் பப்ளிஷ், நோபடி இஸ் கிவிங் சர்டிஃபிகேட், யாரும் சர்டிஃபிகேட் கொடுக்க மாட்டா. ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஆஃப் ஆல் யூ நோபடி நோஸ் யூ ஆர் ஏ ஞானி. யூ அலோன் கேன் நோ யூ ஆர் ஏ ஞானி. And a jnani never tried to appear as a jnani. Real jnani. A real jnani. Okay. That is called paripakva samadhinam. Kim kim namana siddhyati. Avariki ennenna siddhi varadu? Question mark. Not question mark, but this is aksheparthe. Ennenna siddhi varadana ellame varumman. What siddhi cannot be accomplished by that person, anna every siddhi comes to him. Then next one, 20th sloka. Stotrame tat pathe dhiman sarvatmatvancha bhavayet arvachine spruham muktva phale swargadhi sambhave. Arvachine spruham muktva. One has to give up attachment towards in this world. இந்த உலகத்தில் இருக்கிற எந்த பொருள் மேலே ஸ்புருஹ இருக்கக்கூடாது, இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் இருக்கக்கூடாது. ஸ்புருஹா மீன்ஸ் இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட், கிரேவிங், லைக்கிங், வாண்டிங். அர்வாச்சீனே மீன்ஸ் இன் திஸ் வேர்ல்டு. இஹ அமுத்திர பல போக விராக. அதுதான் இது. முக்த்வா, நாட் ஓன்லி தட், ஸ்வர்காதி சம்பவே பலே முக்த்வா. ஸ்வர்க்கம்க்கு போனால் இந்த பலம் கிடைக்கும், எனக்கு அந்த ஹையர் லோகாஸு போகணும், ஐ வாண்ட் டு என்ஜாய் all the benefits. Muktva, having given up the desires either in this world or higher worlds. Any bhoga, that desire having given up. What he has to do? Stotram, etat stotram pathet dhiman. அந்த சித்தி வேணும், இந்த சித்தி வேணும், இங்கே லோக்கலாக எல்லாரும் எனக்கு பவர் இருக்கணும் கிரகிக்கணும், எல்லாருமே தெரிஞ்சுக்கணும். ஐ ஆம் ஏ பண்டிதா, ஐ ஆம் ஏ ஸ்காலர், ஐ ஆம் ஹேவிங் எ நாலேஜ் அன்னு எல்லாருக்கும் தெரியணும். இங்கே இருக்கிற ப்ராப்ளம். இதுக்கப்புறம் மேலே போனதுக்கப்புறம் அங்கே இஹ அமுத்ர. All these one has to given up. What you have to do? Dhiman, an intelligent person, mature person, etat stotram pathet. Let him study this stotram, Dakshinamurthy stotram thoroughly. 10 வருஷமா படிச்சுட்டே இருக்கோம். அந்த படிக்கிறது வேறு, அந்த வேர்ட் டு வேர்டுன்னு எசிமுலேட் பண்ணுறது வேறு. பாராயணம் we are doing without book. மௌன வியாக்கியா பிரகடித பரபிரம்ம தத்துவம் யுவானம் விஸ்வம் தர்ப்பண திருஷ்யமான நகரி. என்ன விஸ்வம் தர்ப்பண? அந்த வேர்டு வந்து இங்கே எசிமுலேட் ஆகணும் பாடியில். ஸ்தோத்திரம், ஏதத் ஸ்தோத்திரம் பட்டேத் வித் தட் மகாவாக்கிய அர்த்த மீனிங். புத்திமான் சர்வாத்மத்வம் ச பாவயேத். Having studied this stotram, let him understand that I am the Atma of everything. I am the content of this entire universe. Every visible object is a matter, padartham. It is a jadavastu. In the jadavastu, I am the Atma making sentient in every body and in everybody. I am the consciousness existent principle making every insentient matter as a sentient. This is called Sarvatma Bhava. I inheres. I have no birth, death. I have no disease. I have no old age. I am the consciousness existent principle. Everywhere I am present. நான் இல்லாத இடம் கிடையவே கிடையாது. அதுதான் சர்வாத்ம பாவம். அப்படி இருந்து இந்த ஸ்தோத்திரம் படித்து அப்படி புரிஞ்சுக்கணுமா. ஏத ஸ்தோத்திரம் தீமான் படேத் சர்வாத்மத்வம் ச பாவயே. அப்படி பாவனை பண்ணணும். ஃபஸ்ட்டு பாவனை பண்ணு, மேக் இட், ஃபேக் இட் அண்ட் மேக் இட். என்ன ஐ ஆம் ஆத்மா இன் எவ்ரி திங்னு சொல்லி பழகுங்க. கொஞ்ச நாளுக்கு நிஜமாகவே நான் ஆத்மானி ஞானம் வந்துடும். For that what I have to give up first in the worldly desires. இதெல்லாம் விடணும். பற்று, மை ஒய்ஃபு, மை ஹஸ்பண்டு, மை ஹவுஸு, இதே விடலை. நீங்கள் எனக்கு சர்வாத்மா எங்கே வரும் இல்லையா? மை பாடி அபிமான, இது விடப்பா ஃபஸ்ட்டு, அப்புறம் உலகம் விடலாம், அப்புறம் ஹையர் லோகாஸ் விடணும். தென் only you can identify the entire universe as ஆத்மா. நமக்கு இங்கே தகராறு, அங்கெங்கே போக முடியும்னா இது விடணும். அதுக்கு தான் முக்துவான்னு சொல்லிட்டார். அர்வாச்சீனே ஸ்பிருஹா முக்துவா ஸ்வர்காதி சம்பவே பலே முக்துவா, இதெல்லாம் விடணும். நெக்ஸ்ட் ஸ்லோகா 21. எதில் பற்று இச்சை இருக்கக்கூடாது. த மோர் யூ ரினவுன்ஸ் த மோர் யூ ஆர் க்ளோஸ் டு ஆத்மா. இதுதான் ஒரு கணக்கு. த மோர் யூ ரினவுன்ஸ் அனாத்மா த மோர் யூ ஆர் க்ளோஸ் டு ஆத்மா. ஏதாவது பற்று வச்சுட்டியோ படுமனமே படு, ஐ எம் அவே ஃப்ரம் ஆத்மா. ஸ்வர்காதி ராஜ்யம் சாம்ராஜ்யம் மனுதே நஹி பண்டிதஹ ததேவ தஸ்ய சாம்ராஜ்யம் யத்து ஸ்வராஜ்யமாத்மனி. How beautifully is presenting Sureshwaracharya. Panditaha. Panditaha means Panda asya asti iti Panditaha. Panda means Jnanam. Jnanam asya asti iti Panditaha. We are concluding, no? That's why today is Kartike Deepam. Ore pataso patase and Anandam. Sarvatmatva Anandam. Panditaha, Panda, Jnanam, Asya Asti iti Panditaha, a man of self-knowledge. Swargadirajyam Samrajyam na manute. He never considered this Swarga Bhoga as Samrajyam. This Swarga Bhoga, Swarga Loka is not at all a Samrajyam. This is not real Samrajyam. What is real Swamrajyam? Swarajyam is real Samrajyam. There is a book called Swarajya Siddhi, Siddhi Grantha. Siddhi Granthas are there. And the Swarajya Siddhi, once you recognize Aham Atma, it is called Swarajyam. Yaruda Rajya enakku venum, ennuda Rajya enakku irukke. This is Swarajyam, independence, kingdom. Independent kingdom. This is called Samrajyam. Mama Samrajyam, Swargam is not my Samrajyam. This is my Samrajyam, my own kingdom. Tadeva tasya Samrajyam. Atma eva, aham Atma eva. It is Jnanam is my Samrajyam. Yattu Swarajyam Atmani. That alone is Swarajyam. Samrajyam to tasya panditaha, to such a jnani, tadeva samrajyam, tadeva swarajyam. What? One's own Atma. What about other rajyam? Adella mithya, poi. And the samrajyam ella poi. Swargam also poi. Ella vyavaharikam. Okay. Ella vyavaharikam. Nothing comes under paramarthikam. Because they will perish in course of time. They perish in course of time. Whereas Swarajyam will never perish. It is eternal. I, the Atma, who is Samrajyam, Swarajyam is eternal. Next shloka. Sarvatma bhavanavantam sevante sarvasiddhayah tasmadatmani samrajyam कुर्यात् नियतमानसः सर्वात्म भावनावंतम भावनावंतम a person who is having sarvatma bhava सर्वात्म भावनावत tam sarvatma bhavanavantam. The person who is having sarvatma bhava avanai and jnanini na sarva siddhayaha sevante. All these siddhis come and serve him. அவனுக்கு இது வேணுமா அது வேணுமா எது வேணும் எல்லாமே அவன்கிட்ட வந்துடுவான். 24 hours வாட்டர், 24 hours electricity supply, 24 hours servants, 24 hours என்ன எல்லாரும் beck and call, everybody is waiting for him to serve. ஞானிக்கு सर्वात्म भावनावंतम सर्वसिद्धयः सेवन्ते. He need not go for siddhis. All siddhis come for him. He need not have any insecurity in it. He will not have insecurity. He will never have scarcity of anything. Everything comes in plenty, plenty, plenty. போதும்னு சொன்னா கூட ஒன்றுண்டே இருக்கும். நீங்க போதும்னு சொன்னாலும் நான் ஒன்றுண்டே இருப்போம். சேவந்தே this sir. Tasmat, therefore don't go for Ashtasiddhis. They will come to you. You have to do what? This Dakshinamurthy Slokam. Chant Bandi, Purinjuko, and get this Sarvatma Bhava. And Chonna, people Puriyamatingade, Dakshinamurthy Stotra, Yada Sholranga SWAMINI Stotramana. Fulla Padichadani Puriyamana. That's why without studying properly, you can never have the Sarvatma Bhava. It is not just like it comes unless you have that Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana, intense Shravanam. Irikkara pode kashtam. Illenna enna varum? Tasmat, therefore, Atmani Samrajyam Kuryat Niyatamanasaha. Niyatamanasaha means control your mind. Discipline your mind, focus your mind. For what sake? Atmani samrajyam kuryat. Make your own Atma as your samrajyam. They are not respecting me. They are not madipe kudukarde illa. Enoda vaarthaiki na solla pechu kekarde illa yarume. Yaru kekkanum yarodu. Adanal gnani never bother all these things. He is not interested in them. He is in own his samrajyam. Okay. Therefore, Atmani samrajyam kuryat. Make your Atma as your own kingdom. Therefore, that you never seek anything in the world. What is status? Appadipatta oru nilai. Andha naalum vandidado. यस्य देवे परा भक्तिः यथा देवे तथा गुरौ तस्यैते कथिता ह्यर्थाः प्रकाशन्ते महात्मनः. I hope you are familiar with this sloka. I quote this sloka often in my lectures. Yes, yeah, to whom in Shvetashvara Upanishad it comes, this sloka. Yes, yeah, to whom parabhaktihi, supreme devotion. Parabhakti means supreme devotion upon that Paramatma. Yatha deve. Just as the devotion upon that Ishvara, the Paramatma, the person, whoever is having, tatha gurau, same way that person is having, suppose if he is having or she is having upon his own or her own guru, yasya deve parabhakti. எப்படி அந்த பரமாத்மாவில் பக்தி இருக்கோ அதே பக்தி குரு மேல இருந்தா ததா குரௌ. பகவான் மேல எப்படி பக்தி இருக்கோ அதே அளவுக்கு குரு மேல இருக்கணும். My Guru alone is my God. Tvameva Mata Pita Tvameva. Ellame avarda. Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, my Guru alone. Tadha Guru. Tasya ete kadhitaha arthaha. Tasya means to such a person. Whoever is having devotion equal to the Paramatma and same devotion towards his Guru. Tasya ete kadhitaha arthaha. That meanings which are revealed in the Shastra. Kadhitaha means which are taught, which are revealed, which are unfolded in the Shastra. Arthaha means meanings. Mahatmanaha prakashante. That bhakta is called Mahatma. Really. That bhakta is called Mahatma who worships Guru equal to Bhagavan. Equal illa. Bhagavane da. Appadi worship panna such Mahatmanake prakashante. Shastra reveals itself. இவனுக்கு நான் ஃபுல்லா புரியணும் అని சாஸ்திரமே வந்து அவனுக்கு அவ்வளோ ஹெல்ப் பண்ணணுமா அந்த குரு பக்தி இருக்கவனுக்கு. தட்ஸ் வை மெனி ஸ்டோரிஸ் இட் இஸ் ரிவீல்ட் ஆல்சோ ஹவு தே ஹவ் காட் தட் ஞானம். குரு பக்தி அப்படிதான். குரு பக்தி அந்த அளவுக்கு எடுத்துட்டு போகணும். அது இருக்கணுமே. ஈஸ்வரன் மேல் எவர்களுக்கும் அவள் இருக்கணும். Then next shloka 24. This knowledge is possible for a person whoever is having Guru Bhakti equal to Ishvara Bhakti. A person without Guru ஞானமே வராது. குரு இல்லாதவன் குரு பக்தி எங்க இருக்கும் இல்லையா? ஈஸ்வர பக்தி இருக்கனவனுக்கு தான் குரு பிராப்தி. குரு பிராப்தி இருக்கனவனுக்கு குரு பக்தி இருக்கணும். குரு பக்தி இருக்கனவனுக்கு தான் இந்த ஞானமே வரும். ஸோ குரு இல்லைன்னா, குரு பக்தி இல்லைன்னா, ஈஸ்வர பக்தி இல்லைன்னா நோ ஞானம். அதுக்குதான் குருவின் ஆஜன்மாந்தம் திரயம் சேவம் குரு ஈஸ்வரஹா சாஸ்திரம். சாஸ்திரம், குரு, ஈஸ்வரா, ஆல் த த்ரீ we have to serve throughout our life. throughout our life அவங்களுக்கு வேண்டியது என்னென்னமோ கேட்டு கேட்டு நம்ம கொடுக்கணும், சர்வ் பண்ணணும். குருன்னு அப்படி ஒரு பக்தியோடு உயர்ந்த அப்படி தலைமையில வச்சுக்கணும். எங்கே அவர் எங்கேயோ நான் எங்கேயோ அண்ணா. அதுதான் குரு வில் டோட்டல்லி serve in the sense Guru having compassion towards such a student. Whoever is having such a bhakti, Guru will have tremendous compassion. Guru மனசுல நினைப்பாரா இவனுக்கு நல்ல நல்ல ஞானம் வரட்டும், மோட்சம் வரட்டும் అని ஒரு சங்கல்பம் பண்ணினாலே போதும். என்ன இவன் பண்ண சேவைக்கு அவர் அப்படியே மெல்ட் ஆயிட்டார். இந்த பக்தன் பண்ற சேவைக்கு, சிஷ்யன் பண்ற சேவைக்கு குரு மெல்ட் ஆகி ஆகி மனசுல ஒரு சங்கல்பம் வந்துடும், இந்த சிஷ்யனுக்கு எப்படியாவது இந்த ஞானம் வரட்டும் అని நினைப்பாரா. நினைச்சாலே போதும் வந்துடும். அப்புறம் படிக்காமலே வருமானா? படிக்கணும். படிச்சும் போது இந்த குரு கிட்ட வரணும். பிரகாஷாத்மிகயா சக்த்யாம் பிரகாஷானாம் பிரபாகரஹ பிரகாஷயதி யோ விஸ்வம் பிரகாஷோயம் பிரகாஷதாம். அயம் பிரகாஷः யஹ விஸ்வம் பிரகாஷயதி. அயம் பிரகாஷः, திஸ் ஆத்மா, திஸ் சைத்தன்யம் ஆத்மா, ஸ்வயம் ஜோதி ஆத்மா, யஹ விஸ்வம் பிரகாஷயதி, which Swayam Jyoti Chaitanya Atma illumining the entire universe. Yaha Vishwam, Vishwamana universe, Prakashayati, illumining the entire universe, Vishwam. Not only that, Prakashanam Prabhakaraha, Tameva Bhantam Anubhati Sarvam. That who is illumining the all luminaries, Surya, Chandra, nakshatrani, all. Prabhakaraha, prakashanam prabhakaraha, illuminator of illuminations, illuminator of the luminaries. Illuminator, prabhakaraha, illuminator. Of what? Prakashanam, of those luminaries. Chandra, Surya, Agni, Nakshatrani. Such Paramatma, Atma Chaitanyam, Prakashatmikaya Shiktya Prakashatam. By its own power of illumination, Prakashatmikaya Shiktya. Shiktya, power. By the power of illumination, let it shine, Prakashatam. Let it shine as Aham Brahma Asmi. Let it shine. Ella Prakash, Prakash, Prakash. Puriyartha Prakash vanna ipo Atma Chaitanyam anartha. So, this Atma Chaitanyam, which is the illuminator of this entire universe, which is the illuminator of the luminaries, by its own power of illumination, let it shine all the time in my buddhi. Aham Atma, Atma, Atma Asmi. Iti Shri Dakshinamurti, Shri Dakshinamurti Stotrartha Pratipadake Prabandhe Manasollase Dashamollasa Sangraha. Thus ends the Manasollasa text, which is the summary on the 10th section of original Dakshinamurti Stotram. Now I will read like a Upanishad mantra. Iti Shri Sureshwaracharya Kritam Manasollasakyam Dakshinamurti Stotra Bhavartham Vartikam Samaptam. Thus, this Manasollasa text, the text known as Manasollasa, which is written by Sri Sureshwaracharya. Kritam means written by Sureshwaracharya. Sureshwaracharya. Saraswati Sa. Sureshwara. Upon what? Dakshinamurti Stotra Bhavartha Vartikam. It is known as Vartikam. If you write a commentary in verse form, it is called Vartikam. If you write this Vartikam, Dakshinamurti Stotra Bhava Arthan, its meaning, its a purport written on Dakshinamurti Stotram, Samaptam, concluded. The text, which is known as Manasollasa, written by Sureshwaracharya, upon the text called Dakshinamurti Stotram, is concluded. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.